내게 주어진 오늘을 고요히 안아 I hold this day that came to me in quiet light 작은 숨결 하나에도 마음이 머물러 Even a single breath becomes a place to rest 천천히 걷는 이 길 위에서 On this slow and simple road I walk 나는 나를 다시 배워가 I learn myself again step by step 조용한 성장 들리지 않아도 Quiet growth though I can hear the sound 내 안에서 자라고 있어 It's rising gently deep inside 서두르지 않아도 괜찮아 It's okay if I don't rush ahead 나는 지금도 충분해 Even now I am enough 작은 커피 한 잔에 담긴 따뜻함 A little cup of warmth inside my hands 지나간 시간들이 스며들어 Old memories softly drift inside 잘 몰라도 괜찮았던 순간들 Moments I didn't understand still stayed 그 안에서 빛이 피어나 And from them a light begins to grow 조용한 성장 눈에 보이지 않아도 Quiet grow even if unseen 나를 이끌고 있어 It keeps on guiding me 하루하루 쌓여가는 마음 Day by day my heart is building 그게 나의 길이야 That is the path I walk 웃음이 머문 밤의 이야기 Laughter resting in the night 함께한 시간의 온기 The warmth of time we shared 아주 사소한 것들 속에서 In the smallest little things 나는 살아감을 느껴 I feel that I am living 조용한 성장 멈추지 않고 Quiet grow never standing still 아주 천천히 흐르고 있어 Flowing slow and steady 비교하지 않아도 괜찮아 No need to compare my way 나는 나로 가고 있어 I am becoming me 미안해요 고마워요 사랑해요 I'm sorry thank you I love you 이 말들이 나를 살게 해 These words keep me alive 오늘도 그렇게 살아가 So I live another day like this 조용히 그리고 단단하게 Quietly And becoming strong 나는 자라고 있어 I grow little by little Morning rain upon the fence Tiny rivers softly run No one hears the tender roots Working underneath the sun Old brown shoes beside the door Dust of many silent roads Every mile I walked alone Turned my hands to steady gold I was changing like the tide Far beneath the silver blue Even when the world looked still Something bright was breaking through growing unseen, like a tree behind the hill, slowly breathing into light while the air is standing still. Growing unseen, like a prayer without a sound. Every quiet little step pulls another flower from the ground. Winter stayed a little long, clouds were heavy on my skin. Still the sparrows found the wire, still the day was entering. There were nights I doubted all, thought my heart had lost its way. But the moon kept leaning close, whispering I ought to stay. Every crack inside the stone carries water to the sea. Every lonely afternoon taught my soul what it could need. Growing unseen, like the stars before they shine, hidden in the waiting dark, drawing secret silver lines. Growing unseen, like the earth beneath the snow. No one sees the living roots till the green begins to show. I do not rush the river, I do not fight the breeze. Even mountains learn their shape, one small season at a time. Now the mirror feels less cold, now my eyes can hold the dawn. Something patient in my chest kept on singing all along. Growing unseen, soft as shadows after rain. Every silent inch of love finds a way to heal the pain. Growing unseen, and the heart already knows what is planted deep enough will become a living rose. I am still becoming light, even where nobody sees. The window carries evening gold across the quiet kitchen floor. I hold my tired little heart like something worth protecting more. Some days move as slow as dust, floating through a beam of light. Yet somewhere underneath the calm, the soul is learning how to rise. I am still becoming like the sea before the dawn. Every wave that touched the shore leaves a deeper color on. I am still becoming, not too late and not too far. Even broken midnight skies still remember where the stars are. The trees outside my narrow room bend softly in the summer wind. They never ask how long it takes to grow again and bloom again. I have carried heavy words The rain does not hold smoke, and the sky forgets the flame. Little by little, breath by breath, the dark inside me opens like a field after the frost, like a head no longer closing. I am still becoming gentle as the falling snow. Every hidden piece of me is learning not to fear the glow. In these scars, there is healing in this song. If tomorrow comes in gray, I will still walk toward the blue. Even quiet, fragile hearts can become something true. I have seen the smallest leaf push its way through cracks of stone, so I know the human soul can make a garden from alone. I am still becoming, with the moon above my head. Every tear I ever lost turned to rivers softly fed. Every hour the light arrives a little deeper in my skin. I am still becoming now, like the earth beneath the spring.
Soft morning on the balcony, coffee cooling in my hand. The city moves without a pause, but I move the way I can. Tiny footsteps in my chest, learning how to trust the day. Even flowers by the road bloom in their own quiet way. Soft progress, like a feather on the stream. Not a race against the world, just to walk beside my dream. Soft progress, like the sunrise through the gray, slowly warming every corner that the cold had tried to take. I have worn the weight of doubt like an old coat in the rain. Still the wind kept calling me back toward the light again. There were seasons I stood still, watching others run ahead, yet the roots beneath my feet were growing deeper instead. Every small and tender change counts more than the loudest sound. Even tiny drops of hope can turn dry earth around. Soft progress, like the moon behind the cloud. Quiet hearts do not need thunder to become both strong and proud. Soft progress, like the tide against the shore, touching stones 1,000 times till they fear the the noise. I no longer force the sky. Some things ripen beautifully, only given patient time. Now the mirror shows a face a little kinder than before. Someone learning day by day how to open hidden doors. Soft progress, like a candle in the dark, holding one small steady fire deep inside a fragile heart. Soft progress, and the road is still alive. Every gentle step I take teaches me again to rise. Soft progress, soft and real, like the morning learning light.
Little by little, the night grows thin. Morning slips softly under my skin. Cold old worries fade with the rain, and my tired heart breathes again. There were days I could not move, heavy clouds inside my room. Still the birds outside the wire kept on singing toward the blue. Little by little, I return to light. One small step, one quiet sunrise. Little by little, the broken learns to bend. Every lonely road still leads somewhere in the end. Dusty books upon the shelf, letters written to myself. Every page I almost burned held a lesson gently learned. People hurry through the years, running hard from hidden fears, but the river never fights. Still it reaches distant tides. Little by little, the soul begins to trust. Tiny seeds beneath the stone push themselves through dirt and dust. Little by little, the silence starts to bloom. Even after longest winters, flowers find another June. Oh, I've carried too much noise, voices saying not enough. Now the wind through open trees teaches me a softer love. There is mercy in slow days, in the tea left growing cold, in the small familiar paths, in the hands that still can hold. Little by little, I can finally see not every change arrives like thunder through the sea. Little by little, I become Little by little, the dawn enters my eyes, and the life I waited for was growing here the whole time. I walk slowly through the day, like the clouds above the hills. No one hears the tender work of a heart that's learning still. Shoes worn thin by quiet roads, hands warmed by a cup of tea. There is no need now to run. What is mine will wait for me. In my own pace, I follow the light. Not too early, not too late tonight. In my own pace, like the river to the sea. Every turn and every pause shapes the soul inside of me. People rushing past my door, chasing names that fade away. But the trees outside my room never hurry into May. I have tried to force the dawn, tried to bloom before my spring. Only when I learned to breathe did the morning start to sing. Every scar upon my skin softened underneath the rain. Every hour I stayed alive was a victory over pain. In my own pace, the seasons understand. Even mountains rise with time, stone by stone and grain by grain. In my own pace, I no longer fear the slow. Some of life's most honest truths take forever just to grow. There are nights the silence aches like an empty station light. Still the moon above the roofs keeps me company at night. So I listen to the wind, to the rhythm of my chest. Not every wandering road needs to lead ahead the rest. In my own pace, I am finally at peace. Not because the storms are gone, but because they slowly leave. In my own pace, the heart becomes more clear, like a lake after the rain, holding skies without a fear. I walk softly through this world, and the world walks soft with me.
Slow footsteps on an empty street, neon fading after rain. Another evening folds itself into the pockets of my pain. Still I carry little sparks hidden deep beneath my coat, tiny fires no one sees, keeping fragile dreams afloat. Slow but real, like the tide against the storm. Quiet changes shape the soul, even when you stand alone. Slow but real, like the first light after snow, almost invisible at first, then suddenly the whole sky glows. I have stumbled many times on the roads I chose to take, yet every bruise upon my heart taught me something I could make. Old cafe beside the tracks, steam rising in winter air. There are people just like me, learning hope is everywhere. Some nights feel too long to cross, like a bridge without an end. Still the dawn arrives somehow, softly calling me again. Slow but real, like a flower through the wall, tiny roots beneath the brick, still refusing not to grow. Slow but real, like the earth beneath the rain. Healing takes a patient hand, and a love that stays through pain. I no longer need applause for the battles that I win. Some of life's most sacred work happens quietly within. Now the mirror feels more warm, now my eyes can meet the sky. Every day I stayed alive was another reason why. Slow but real, the heart keeps moving on. Even broken clocks are right, enough to lead the dark to dawn. Slow but real, and the soul becomes its own, like a lantern in the fog, finding home by gentle glow. Slow but real, that is how I learned to live. The rain fell softly through the trees, silver lines on window glass. Nothing looks so different then. Still another season. season passed. old guitar beside the chair, dust dancing in the afternoon. Quiet changes move through me, like the shifting of the moon. Hidden change, like the roots beneath the snow. No one sees the tender work till the green begins to grow. Hidden change, like the tide beneath the dark, slowly carving deeper shapes inside a waiting heart. I have worn the same sad face, walked familiar streets for years, yet the silence underneath was washing clean my hidden fears. There were mornings cold and pale, where I thought the light was gone. Still the sparrows on the wire sang as if the world moved on. Tiny habits turning warm, tiny kindness every day. Little doors inside the soul quietly began to sway. Like the clouds before the rain, building softly out of sight, till the sky can't hold the pain. Hidden change, like a candle in the storm, guarded by two trembling hands, still refusing not to burn. I no longer force the bloom, I no longer curse the night. Some things only learn to heal far away from human eyes. Now the mirror shows a calm that I never used to know, not because the road was smooth, but because I chose to grow. Hidden change, working gently through my bones, turning lonely winter fields into places life is sown. Hidden change, and the morning feels more near. Every quiet step I took brought another season here. Hidden change, soft and slow, like the first leaf learning wind. Early light on empty roofs, steam rising from the ground. The city barely notices the small hopeful things around. I have lived through heavy days, gray skies hanging in my chest. Still somewhere beneath the ache, my tired soul refused to rest. Quietly rising, like the sun behind the hill,
steady, growing still, quietly rising like a river after rain, finding paths through silent storm, washing clean the years of pain. Old train passing through the dawn, low and lonely in the air. Every heart is carrying some invisible repair. There were nights I lost my way, thought the dark would never end. Yet the moon outside my room kept returning like a friend. Little sparks inside my hands, tiny warmth I used to miss. Now I hold them carefully like a sacred kind of gift. Quietly rising like the branches toward the blue. Even after bitter storms, life remembers what to do. Quietly rising like a song without a name, softly finding human hearts till they never feel the same. I do not need crowded praise for the healing I have known. Some flowers bloom beautifully, far from where the crowds have gone. Now my breathing feels more deep. Now my eyes can meet the day. Every scar became a road leading gently out of gray. Quietly rising with the earth beneath my feet. Every small surviving step turns the broken into sweet. Quietly rising, that is how the soul survives. Not with noise but patient light, learning softly how to rise. Quietly rising toward another morning sky. No one knows the silent rain falling through my chest at night. No one sees the little wars hidden underneath a smile. Morning comes through dusty blinds, coffee cooling by the sink. Another day begins again, with more feelings than I speak. No one knows how the heart can bend and stay, holding on to tiny lights through another shadowed day. No one knows how much healing takes its time, like the earth beneath the frost, preparing roots it cannot hide. People pass like moving wind, faces fading down the street. Every soul is carrying some invisible defeat. I have sat beside the dark, listening to old regrets. Still the stars above the roof whisper softly, not yet, not yet. Tiny laughter from afar, children running through the rain. Even sorrow leaves a space where new tenderness can stay. No one knows how the lonely learn to sing, turning empty midnight rooms into places hope can breathe. No one knows how a fragile soul survives, sometimes simply
soft wind moving through the trees, evening light on quiet walls. I can feel my weary heart learning not to fear the fall. Little moments in the day, warm tea cooling by my side, tiny changes gathering like the turning of the tide, gentle becoming like the dawn without a sound, slowly laying golden light on the tired sleeping ground, gentle becoming like the rain on summer leaves, every drop a tender hand teaching wounded hearts to breathe. There were nights I doubted love, thought the road had lost my name. Still the moon beside my window called me softly just the same. I no longer rush the bloom, I no longer chase the sky. Some things grow in quiet ways, far beyond the human eye, gentle becoming like a bird preparing flight, small and almost invisible till it opens to the light, gentle becoming, and the soul begins to see even broken, lonely hearts can become a place of peace. Now the morning feels more near, now my breathing feels more free. Tiny flower through the stone, holding sunlight after rain. People pass and never see how much courage lives in pain. I have walked through heavy years, quiet storms above my head, still a little flame inside refused to leave me in the dark. Small but strong, like the roots beneath the snow, hidden far below the earth, still refusing not to grow. Small but strong, like a candle in the night, even trembling little hearts can protect a gentle light. Every scar upon my skin
carry stories of the past, not of weakness, not of shame, only proof that love can last. Sometimes healing comes so slow, like the river shaping stone, yet the patient hands of time never leave the soul alone. Small but strong, like the birds before the spring, singing softly through the cold, trusting warmer winds will sing. Small but strong, that is how I choose to live, not with noise but steady grace, and the quiet hope I give. Morning rises through my room, and my heart rises too.
Day by day the sky grows wide, morning light upon the floor, little pieces of my heart do not ache the way before. Old songs playing softly low, steam rising from a cup. There are gentle kinds of love that slowly build a person up. Day by day, like the waves along the shore, every quiet step I take helps me fear the dark no more. Day by day, like the moon becoming full, tiny moments gathering till the soul is beautiful. I have known the weight of doubt, empty nights and heavy rain. Still the trees outside my door bloomed again and again. Somewhere in the silent hours, hope was working quietly, like a seed beneath the earth, dreaming what it wants to be. Day by day, I can finally feel healing is 1,000 breaths, soft and patient, soft and real. Day by day, the light enters my eyes. Not all miracles arrive like thunder in the sky. Now I walk a little slow, not from fear but from belief. Even broken winter hearts can become green Inside the silence, I could hear my breathing clear, like a river in the dark, slowly drawing morning near. Dusty sunlight on the floor, empty chair beside the wall, nothing moved and yet somehow I could feel the seasons call. Like two careful healing hands inside the silence. Tiny hopes began to wake, soft as flowers after frost, opening beside the lake. Inside the silence, I became a little strong, not because the pain had gone, but because I carried on. Outside, people hurried past, chasing days that disappear, but the moon above the roof stayed beside me every year. I no longer fear the snow, I no longer fight the night. Some things only learn to grow far away from crowded lights. Inside the silence, the soul finally could see even lonely broken hearts still deserve a place to breathe. Inside the silence, morning touched my weary eyes, and the dark I held so long quietly turned into sky.
Morning rain along the street, soft wind through the open screen. I can feel a different light growing gently inside me. For so long I wore a face made from other people's words, trying hard to fit a world that never really felt like home. Becoming me, like the dawn becoming gold, slowly warming every shadow, every corner of my soul. Becoming me, like the sea returning blue. Every quiet step I take feels a little more like truth. off my roof, called my secret name. Now I let the silence speak, now I let the mirror rest. I do not need to be more than this breathing human chest. Becoming me, like a flower after rain, opening without a sound, without worry, without shame. Becoming me, and the road feels soft and wide. Every scar that once was dark turns to lanterns in my life. I have stopped outrunning time, stopped pretending not to ache. Even fragile souls can bloom, simply learning how to stay. Becoming me, that is all I need to do.